What's going on, guys? Just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing today. Just got this tarp flipped over. It's been sitting here for around 2 months now, and I got this A-frame level here, and I'm just making markers on where it's level, because I'm putting in a swale trench here, and I want it to be completely level with the slope so the water doesn't run either way. So I got an A-frame here, and this is how you figure out which is perfectly level on your slope. So you calibrate this by putting it on a level ground and flipping it over, and you make one mark, flip it over, and make another mark, and then in between that is perfectly center. So we're gonna put a post here and then move on to the next one. So I can show you guys how we do this, and the weight doesn't really matter, it just is to pull the string down. So the heavier, the easier it is, so it doesn't blow around in the wind or anything. So here we are, making sure it's level, going uphill to move it back to the left, going downhill to move it to the right. And this will make it so on your property you won't have perfect orchard rows, but in my opinion it looks like a nice natural, like a creek almost. And then you can put overflows and do multiple swales next to each other. But right now I'm just starting with the one. Got it perfectly level here. Gonna put another post in. And this A-frame is really easy to build. I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do it. But so yeah, I got all my markers pounded in here, and I got partially dug out. I'm gonna make this wider, and this is gonna stop the water, and it's gonna flow further downhill. And I'm gonna dig it out a little more, so it's more of a walkway, and I'll probably mulch it and put trees on both sides so it shades the swale. And I didn't make it too deep because you don't want it a mud pit. You just want it to catch the water, and with all the dirt you're throwing on the other side, it stops the water real nice. So I've come through here, dug it all out, and begun raking the slope out. You don't want this like a terrace, you want it a slope, like a smooth slope. So make sure it's all not compacted on the left side here. You want it to absorb water. This is a water catching system for your trees. And I'm going to keep breaking this out, keep it smooth, and then eventually we'll be putting trees here. So I got to come through, break up all the clumps, make it nice and soft, make sure I'm not compacting it too much. And the reason for that is so it can catch the rainwater instead of just directing it off. So I made it a little wider here, continuing to rake it out nice and smooth. And as you can see, got everything nice and smooth. Got a nice slope on the right side there, so it won't just erode away. And in between the trees I'll be planting cover crop, and maybe some flowers, some annual flowers, and some lavender, some sage, some raspberries. So yeah, I got my tree holes dug here, and I put some water in to make sure it's level enough to where the water's not just going on one side. And I'll be putting another hole here. I didn't want to put it too far down the fence line. I was afraid to get it too shaded, so maybe I can put a shade plant or a shade tree there. But yeah, so far it's the Swale project.